Hey y'all, Kevin Hutchison here with Realty Austin, and I am grateful to be a part of Stories Inside the Man Cave, a homegrown podcast just like my own business.
Look at this, Tess. There's like a glow coming from you, and I know why it is, but we'll get to that reason. It is a special week for Texas fans and those, let's just say, a bordering state for right now. I mean,
That's
it's
right.
you got to be excited about what you saw. I didn't get to go to the game last week, Texas, West Virginia. Tess did because she is a esteemed season ticket holder nowadays, and I think that's a pretty big deal. Tell the folks what you saw, because I know the folks at Honest AC and Plumbing are anxiously awaiting your opinion of what you saw. By the way, because summer is winding down, just a quick piece of advice: give Honest AC and Plumbing a call, because now is the time to inspect those heaters. I know it doesn't get overly cold, but we do have those cold snaps, and it's always good to have your heaters maintenance before you do anything before you flip it on. Get your heaters maintenance.
Oh, heaters maintenance. Sean, last Saturday was amazing.
Tell me why. I mean, I know it was a win,
so
38-20.
It was so great. Well, we won. The weather was awesome. We weren't all sweating our balls off. And it was so nice to have a nice breeze in the stadium. But more importantly, we won, and we deserved to win. And we played great. Defense came out. Offense came out. Bijan Touchdownson made some touchdowns. Xavier was everywhere to be found. Card was just throwing balls anywhere down the field, and the boy just comes out of nowhere and catches them. I don't even know where he is sometimes. He's like a hologram. It was amazing. And I mean, I was just so happy. I think overall it was just a great game. I think it's cool I feel like we're seeing Card like just become this really good quarterback right before our eyes. And I think a lot of that has to do with playtime. And I've just been really impressed, like him scrambling out of the pocket. And overall, Auburn and his kicks, I mean, everything. It was just the greatest day ever. And the only thing I will say that was just ever so slightly disappointing is I don't think we should have given up 20 points.
That's a good point. I agree.
I don't know what happened. It could have just been like we were like, screw it, we're winning, we're tired. I'm so happy about the win, and I'll take even that we gave them up 20 points. But I mean, we could have really like held them at a goose egg, because the way we were dominating, if we really wanted to, and then the plays they made to score, we could have stopped them if we wanted. So I don't really know what happened there, but I was okay with it. I was like, whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's a great summary of it. That's really good. Here's what Sark said. I mean, he agrees. He basically said what you said, because it was so important to have a game like that after what happened in Lubbock. I mean, I'll give it to Tech. They earned it. Texas did not play on a winning level, but, to respond with that as we head to the middle part of the schedule, that was really good. And that's pretty much what Sark had to say about that.
And it's a mindset. It's a mentality. It's about mental intensity. It's about focus. It's about energy. And I thought that, it's the old adage in coaching, you get what you emphasize. And so we made a big emphasis about it. And I think ultimately we got the response we were looking for.
Yeah, pretty much the response. And I'll have, you got to take the good with the bad. There wasn't anything ugly about that 38-20 win. I thought that the lapses in the third quarter, that's got to be cleaned up.
Right.
The penalties, there are about 7 of them by Texas that have to be cleaned up. I still think they did increase the carries, as you mentioned, with Bijan, but get the guy in space. Don't let him take as many poundings, the physical.
Yeah, or
contact.
leave him in as long.
Right. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
why is Bijan on the field? Take King Bijan out and put him on his throne and rest his little Bijanness until the next little game.
Well, I love that, and I also love the fact that one of the Zero twins. Both of the Zero twins had great games.
Absolutely.
Jatavian, guy looks
NFL.
amusing. Yeah, but it's so early in his career, and he's already producing as a tight end. And of course, your guy Harvian, overshone,
yes,
all over the field.
Yeah, yeah. Jatavian. I mean, he was just, his performance. He's so good. I love watching him. He's going to the NFL. I can just tell you. He's going to be.
If he stays healthy, there's no doubt he's going to make money on Sunday.
He's that good. So he's so fun to watch. So I love it. I love it. I love it.
The other part that I see encouraging is this secondary. Not only good run support, but not letting many deep plays over the top. People who criticize giving up big plays, you're going to give up probably one or two a game against a decent opponent. West Virginia's not bad.
Right.
I did think it was pure class. I think it's Donaldson, the running back for West Virginia.
Yes.
Scary stuff, especially with Tua. With the, that's your specialty, brain injury.
Right. He had 2 concussions almost back to back, which, your chances of having a concussion after, a second concussion after a first concussion, your chances go up exponentially. So, I mean, that was kind of bound to happen, which is why he shouldn't have been on the field again. Yeah.
And then, seeing injury like that to the West Virginia running back and the Texas players and the fans, that was kind of moving. I know I'm getting a little soft here, but at the same time, it was great to see the fan base react the way they did. And that's and the word is he's doing pretty well. But
right. I saw that. And I think even some West Virginia fans came out and I've just kind of seen online are impressed with just our overall class. Basically like all we do is talk shit about you guys and y'all just came out and I'm just like, we keep it classy in DKR.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the way it is. But it's respect for the game. That's
right. And also respect. The players and, there's competition and, teams don't like each other, but at the end of the day, when somebody's hurt, it really doesn't matter who you play for. So
that's
I'm just glad he's doing okay.
Yeah, I do too. So that brings us to one of the best times of year, one of the best games of the year. Need I say more? Let this be the introduction to the game.
Oh, dear Barbara, it's like Christmas.
Exciting. Christmas in the first Saturday of October, 11 a.m. kick. Texas, OU, or Tess, as I was corrected 4 or 5 dozen times during my time in OKC, it's OU, Texas.
Oh, I like to call it OU Hate Week.
That's pretty much what it is. That's exactly what it is.
It doesn't sound as good, OU Texas. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Texas fan. It's just like my name sounds better, Tess Sawyer. Sawyer Tess doesn't work. So it's just like, it just sounds better that way. So, it is what it is. And every marketing material, regardless what it is, it's always been Texas OU. So
it is.
It's the way it is. Sorry, OU. Sorry again.
It's amazing how many times these two teams have met, and we'll get into the series. But here's the fun part. I know this is pro-Texas, but I love the fact that this was from a few years ago. I think it was 2016. I was on the field, and maybe it was 2015. I don't know, but this is one of the best videos that I have ever captured. It's offensive to some, but don't watch if you don't like it. I
I'm
think it's
sure I'll
absolutely
probably love it.
hilarious. The bands got involved. They get involved in it. Absolutely hilarious.
Why is that offensive? That's awesome.
I remember I posted that test the
It's
year.
amazing. That makes me want to
Yes.
join the band.
Yes.
Give me
Right,
a
and-
trombone and put me on
Oh.
the field.
Get on there. Get on there. But for the, they were tossing shade. I remember I posted it that year it happened, and there were people just blowing up my Twitter how that was so offensive and that does not represent the UT band the right way. And I'm like, guys, I had more complaints from UT people than OU about that. And it was just, come on, this is the nature of this game.
That's right.
Pure hate. Four
They're
quarters.
college kids.
Great
Give
fair.
me a break. Come
Get
on.
over it.
Get over it.
I mean, grown adults do it. So I've been to the game 19 times, but only this will be my third time as a fan.
That's crazy.
How many? What is? Paint the picture for those who have not been. What it's like for you as a fan, a student, as an adult fan, whatnot.
Well, it all begins on a beautiful, crisp, sunny morning in Dallas, Texas, at the Cotton Bowl. The weather's always perfect. Because it's always an 11 a.m. game, you always get that crisp Dallas weather. You usually go up the night before, maybe have some dinner, drinks, or if you're Sean Clinch, you get up at 3 a.m. and drive up like a total insane maniac. And
Brian Mays.
or Brian Mays. And then, so you show up. What's so cool is the Texas State Fair is going on at the same time. So you get, it's like the football game and the fair, which includes Fletcher's corn dogs. Amazing. Must have them. Put mustard on them. They're delicious. You can have a beer in a wax cup. And you can see Big Tex, and you can ride some rides and go to the car show. It's just the greatest experience. And it's even fun outside of the stadium because they have all these like little, tents and chairs and televisions. So like if you wanted to go out and or if you couldn't get into the game or you couldn't get a ticket, it's still fun to go up. And I guess you could call it kind of tailgating there. Yeah. I've hung out there too. So it's all around and it's the energy, a lot of shit talking.
Yeah, a lot.
Lots of shit talking. People will I saw this guy standing in line, a Texas guy, for a hot dog, and some OU fan just came up and was like, "Ah!" Fuck it, man, in his face, and he was just standing there, and he just turned around and was like, dude, just buying a hot dog.
Get a hot dog right here. I'm not. I'm just trying to.
But people are just crazy. It's like New Year's Eve for football. All the flipping amateurs come out that never drink, never party. They don't know how to behave at a football game. And this is where they're all going to be.
It's beautiful. And I'm really grateful for the fact that I've been able to see it from both sides. When I was up there in the media, we would go down Friday. And obviously stay the night, and we'd have coverage outside, and you'd really get the full feel of it the night before, dinner with your peeps, and then you really see the rookie party goers. They come in at 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning. Now back in the day there was a party scene on West End, but it did get a little too violent, so they cut that out for Texas OU weekend. And so now here we are. And my personal favorite was just because of the access I had back then. Even at K-View here, we would go up early on Saturday. Hated it.
Yeah.
The bus ride for each team through the fair, dropping off at the top of the tunnel, because the Cotton Bowl tunnel is phenomenal. Yeah. That is my favorite part of it. It used to be way back, in the 90s. OU fans, I remember, would rock the Texas bus. And the hard part about it, that end zone where the tunnel is, and that tunnel is I won't say majestic, but iconic.
It's a special tunnel.
It's always OU fans occupy that area, and Texas, poor Texas, has to run through those OU fans. Over the years, they protected it so things can't land on the Longhorns.
Yes, let's not throw objects on my precious little Longhorns.
Yeah. But OU never has to go to that other side of the Texas half. It's literally, as you know.
How does that work out?
It's just they keep it. They ought to flip-flop.
Is it because we get our name first? Because it says Texas OU,
Texas
so we get the
OU.
It's either you get the tunnel or the name.
Well, I think it should be whoever the home team should be that end zone.
So it would rotate.
Yeah. That's the way
that would make sense. Somebody should, we should say something, Sean.
We should. We need to get with the Cotton Bowl Foundation.
That's right.
So that leads me to
time for a change.
Oh my God. So I definitely want your opinion on this. A lot of people, I get offended when people do. I know the Cotton Bowl, the old girl is old. She's falling apart, but they've added on. It's not the best, but there's so much history in that building. A lot of people criticize it. I could easily go on that side after what I experienced last year. Texas had a huge lead. I got up to go wait in line to get a beer at halftime or two. I was in line through midway of the third quarter. It's awful.
Sean, you could just pull an old college trick and bring ye old flask in boot.
Ye old flask.
Just bring a little jack in your little boot, and then you won't have to miss ye old third quarter of Texas OU game.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
But that stinks. They need to, you should be able to go grab a new drink or something like that. Or they need to have the beer stand guys.
But come on, walk around. And people act like, I want it to stay there. I want it to stay in the Cotton Bowl. It's just that special. Really
You want to live there? You should get like a little apartment there.
A little apartment over the tunnel.
Little tunnel apartment. Look at your little
flat.
Oh, Sean's flat. Your address will be
flat.
111 Cotton Bowl Boulevard.
Right above it. Every day I can run through the tunnel.
Where's Sean living now? Oh, he lives over the Cotton Bowl tunnel.
Yeah, I just live in the
tunnel.
He
loves it there. It's amazing.
I get to walk down it every day.
Yeah.
I get my cardio. So for those who are not aware, the Golden Hat Trophy, Texas has not been able to hoist the Golden Hat Trophy much lately. 4 straight wins for Oklahoma. Sark was asked about, because they're the favorite in this game this year. And we're about to break down Oklahoma, which is not very good right now. It's true that the favorite usually struggles at times in this game. This is what Sark had to say.
Hey, Steve, there's human nature to look at what they did. They got beat 55-24. How do you get your guys in the right mindset? Because you did mention Saturday you don't want to get caught looking at the scoreboard, and they have won the conference after starting 0-2 before.
Last time I checked this morning when I walked in our building, the Golden Hat wasn't in there. So we got plenty to get ourselves prepared to go for.
Wow.
Love it.
Love it.
I love it.
Love it.
Bring that hat home.
Bring
it home, Daddy Sark. Bring me that hat. Bring me that hat. He's going to look good in that hat, too. L'Oreal's going to be like, what is she? She's probably going to be wearing a full golden. She's going to have full body paint gold.
Yeah.
I can see L'Oreal's outfit. I can see it. She's going to do something crazy. She'll look good in that golden hat, too.
Oh, she'll rock it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pull up the series here. If I can pull this up. Let's see here. I'm going to pull share screen here. Obviously, this is an edit. We look at the Red River Rivalry series. And it's not one of the – okay, here we go. So Texas leads overall by 12 games. Since 2000, the 21st century, OU has a sizable lead. They've won 16 of the 23 meetings this century so far. So the Golden Hat has only been in Austin 7
We got to
times.
change that.
Yeah.
We got to change it the other direction. I think like it's payback, baby. Like I'm tired of this shit. It's enough. I've had enough. You said the last decade, so pretty much my adult life. So I'm over it. It's time to bring it home. I've been through all this stuff because guess what? Every time we lose, I have to hear about it for the next 365 days. So
All
I've
the
been
time.
waiting, counting down day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. So we've got to win this year. And I don't care if we're the favorite or not. I mean, the difference is even though we're both have the same record, 3-2, we didn't just get pile drived by TCU last weekend. So that's
a good point.
the difference between us and them. So we really, I mean, this is our game to lose. That's why that scares me a little bit. Yes, when you're the favorite, like the commentator was asking Sark. But it's like we have all the ingredients in the pot, all the right seasonings, everything to make this happen.
So you mentioned TCU. So the ghost of Lincoln Riley continues to haunt Oklahoma. So Lincoln shocked me. I didn't really, whatever. He got up and left. He took some of the players, including Caleb Williams, a QB to USC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging Lincoln, but I thought it was a dick move the way he did it. He left OU. But look at him now. He's turned USC around already. But his little brother, Garrett, the TCU offensive coordinator, and he did that to OU last week, 55-24. Never in my mind would I think OU in a modern era would lose by 31 points. And it was at the hands of Garrett Riley, Lincoln's brother.
I know. They're haunted by the Rileys. Yeah, I agree. Lincoln kind of like left money on OU's nightstand and kind of snuck out the back door.
He did.
You asked me. You said a dick move. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, that is crazy of all the people.
I can't believe it.
I wonder if Lincoln felt bad.
No. Oh, no. I don't think he's laughing, but it's just, Tess, it's crazy. But I know OU has holes. Their quarterback
is hurt, correct?
Gabriel hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's still in concussion protocol or not. But there's some holes in this team. Brent Venables, I'm a big fan of the guy. He was a DC when I was there. Then he left while I was there to go to Clemson to be the co-head coach DC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him. It was his time. He needed another challenge. And he's been tied to Stoops forever and dating back to Kansas State. But they're 0-2 in Big 12 play. They've been 0-2 before, and they ended up winning the conference. I believe I think it was 2010, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I may be wrong. But this Oklahoma team, it's scary because they're really not very good right now at all. Kansas State could have throttled them, and they did beat them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what should scare Texas fans. Because the unexpected, a team with nothing to lose, the loser of this game is essentially not out. OU would be out with a third loss. They're going to throw whatever against Texas.
That's why the stakes are so high.
Yes.
I mean, the stakes are so high because we haven't won in 4 years. The stakes are so high because it's OU and we have, there's a vengeance between the two teams.
Right.
The stakes are so high because Sark is trying to prove himself. The stakes are so high, Venables is trying to prove himself, and that this could determine OU's bid to the playoff. I mean, this is huge in so many ways. It's not your normal average rival game. I mean, there's just a lot on the line.
Yeah.
And, gosh, it's just a lot is going to be determined by, what happens in this game. Of course, I have dreams every night that it's going to be a blowout. But, I honestly, it's just a good game. I'll be really happy. Again, I say that every time. I mean, we're a great team aside from 4 points, right? Like how many every game we've barely lost. I mean, I know those aren't W's, but it's like I don't want to just barely lose. I don't think we'll get blown out. I think it's impossible. But if we could, please, dear Lord, let us win this game. I'll be so happy.
If it's a 1 point loss, this Texas fan base will be devastated.
Ballistic.
So if you're on the Sooner side, trying to game plan, Hutson's trajectory is going up as a quarterback. It would not surprise me if Quinn Ewers comes back against Oklahoma, and Venables was asked about that this week or today about what do you do? Are you planning for Card or Ewers?
I know it won't for us. They're going to run their system, and they got tremendous football players around the quarterback, and the quarterbacks have played really well. So whether it's Card or Ewers, I don't see something dramatically different in what they do, and I wouldn't see a whole lot from them expectation wise. And
so Brent looks defeated.
He looks tired.
Yeah.
He needs a nappy nap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe like a throat lozenge.
Throat lozenge. Brent likes to yell.
A humidifier. Those work amazing.
Yeah.
I do agree with him though, because I mean, Hutchison is playing so good.
Yeah.
And honestly, you have to remember he spent more time with this team than Quinn has now. So there's something to be said for that too. But I mean, Quinn's obviously, so good. I mean, the cool thing is we have two.
Yeah.
We got one. That ain't working out. We'll put in number 2.
2 guys.
So, I mean, I think I would be surprised if Quinn doesn't start against OU. But if he doesn't, I mean, I'm just getting more and more confident in Hutchison and what he can do. And what's cool is if Quinn does start and something happens, we have Hutchison.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, unless something has happened while we're recording this podcast, as my foot is jammed in between my chair and the table, I don't think in fact, I know with 99% confidence that Sark is not going to reveal it.
Right.
I mean, he has the upper hand right here of trying to play the mystery. But at the same time, Hutchison, in my opinion, gets the start, but Quinn is ready to go, or both play to give them. But I don't think Sark is the type of guy that will keep rotating in quarterbacks, because then you create possible scenarios in which you could divide the team.
I agree.
Behind a quarterback.
That's right.
I think Hutchison knows that he's the backup, but Hutchison needs to be applauded. He's come a long ways, and he's a successful playing at a high level right now.
I think it's been great. I think it's been great to watch. I mean, he had a huge challenge trying to fill Quinn's shoes, and kind of everybody thinking he was just kind of a slapdick. But I mean, he's not. He's good, and I'm happy because like I said, we have not only is QB1 great, but our backup is great too. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I like Venables said, I don't really think it's going to make a difference because they're both great. But I don't know. It's really going to be Sark's call, and I guess he'll make it on at a 10:55, 10:58 on a Saturday morning.
We'll see who he puts out. The thing that bothers me is that I think that Texas really needs to prove to the fans, or prove to themselves, that don't worry about the fans, is if you jump out to a big lead like they did against West Virginia and maintained it defensively, that in this game, any thing goes because magical things occur. Legends are born in this game.
That's
so
right.
Can Texas maintain a lead? Last year, I think it was 20 points, and they lost the game.
I
And
know.
in 2018, they had a big lead. Almost blew it with what's his name? Kyler Murray.
Right.
Almost brought OU. And those are two high level teams. But that was a great game. That was Dicker the kicker with the kick that gave him the lead late.
Yeah, we've got to. I don't know if they need to give them like some extra pasta the night before or like something, but they got to be able to play all 4 quarters.
Yeah,
I don't know.
agree.
Eat an extra ravioli. I don't know. Do something. Get one of those like goo bars that the marathon runners use or something. I don't know. But they've got to keep it going. They've got to put their Energizer batteries in their little bodies and turn them on, and don't turn them off until after the game. And then you can go home and do whatever you want. And then you get to talk shit to OU for a year. It's going to be great.
For an entire year. Walking around the fair, if your team wins, you got a little pep in your step. Sark, he was asked about Venables. So I'm going to go on real quick and be on the defense of Brent Venables. First of all, his first head coaching opportunity. He's fully invested in OU, has all that background that he had before. He's rebuilding, and OU fans need to realize it. There's been some criticism I thought was such bullshit. Let the guy rebuild. OU was gutted in many ways, and now the quarterback that they brought in the offseason, he's developing, and he's hurt. And they're trying – they have players at OU. There is no doubt. They've got dudes. But in certain ways, Venables is being criticized all of a sudden. OU fans are just like Texas fans, except –
I'm seeing so many similarities. Like it's well, I haven't seen this in a long time because it's been a long time since OU's had anything like this happen.
I know it.
I mean, they've had a pretty nice reign. So I'm like, they haven't had, the ups and downs of a Texas fan, where it's like, we're good, we're bad, we're good, we're bad, we're good, we're bad. But I mean, so I think they're a little shocked right now.
Yeah.
They're like,
they don't know how to handle it.
In the Sam hell is going on in here? Why are we losing? I mean, so I think they're a little in disbelief, but it's kind of nice for a change.
Yeah. But it adds to the mystery of this game.
That's right. Because we're both going in unranked. And
that's rarely happens that there's this game.
What is going on here? And you got, Rock Chalk ranked. And we're like, what planet are we on right now? But we're here and we're playing each other. So, it's just, I don't know. I love this year. I'm so excited to watch the game.
I am too. Sark defended Venables. Coaches, most of them are very close, and I thought this was a classy response by Sark.
Man, Brent's a heck of a football coach, man. They're going to win a lot of football games. I've known him a long time. He's done it at a high level wherever he's been. And anytime you're in the process of building a program, it's never easy, but that's why we do it. He just like myself, Brent knows what he signed up for. When you take on a job and the magnitude of this or there, there's expectations.
There you go. That was well said.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're been in each other's shoes. Sark's like really. I don't know who has it harder, being a Texas coach or an OU coach, but those are tough jobs. So I think it's cool that he was being empathetic and relating to him. Like, hey man, I know what you're feeling.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I went 5-7
Been
last
there,
year.
brother.
And Sark's like saying, you know what? I deal with fans who are expecting a national championship every year, who in a program which has done nothing over the past decade. Meanwhile, OU has been competitive since 2000. Championship.
Right, I know. So that's why I'm like, maybe they should just, snip their traps a little bit and be like, why don't y'all sit back and suck for a couple years and let somebody else take the cake? Over it.
Oh my God. That is so funny. That's the way. Get with it. So Tess, so if you're just watching this for the first time, we do a pick 'em contest every week.
Oh, geez,
And,
I suck now.
well, no, I fell off the map. I had a shitty week. And you're going to be absolutely shocked when you see this. I'm very disappointed in myself, by the way.
Oh my God! Wait a
I'm
minute.
very
Say it isn't so.
I sucked. We're tied.
Holy shit!
I sucked balls.
Yay!
I had a 2 or 4 game lead.
I'm back, baby. This is a sign.
Oh
It's
my
a
God!
sign from the OU Texas gods. Oh my God! Yes. Okay. I can't believe it. I'm tied with you.
I can't. I blew a 2 to 4 game. What was it? 4 game lead or 2? I think it was 2.
You were ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay. I feel like I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm having this great week. And now I'm tied with you. It's amazing.
That's wow. I'm just shocked at the fact that, yeah, I'm dealing with this right now.
Well, in your defense, Sean, last week there were some
great
games that were just like, what? So, I mean, just like you said, anything can happen.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you're ranked. You're playing at home. Your quarterback's out. The sun is hiding behind a tree. A bird shit on the field. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anything can happen. It's like, so it's so hard to pick these. It's not like an NFL.
No. And that's the beauty of college football. It really is. Hey, let's start from the bottom. We got some SEC. Well, it doesn't surprise anybody. So, number 8, Tennessee, a good old Rocky Top. They're having a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
They'll be at now number 25, LSU in Baton Rouge. I'm still torn because I really don't know how good LSU is yet.
Well, my brother-in-law is a ginormous LSU fan. Go Tigers. So I'm like, he's probably going to kill me if I don't pick LSU. But let me think about this one for just a second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm surprised they're ranked 25.
It's I'm not going to say the SEC factor. Oh, by the way, Aaron Judge just hit the second 60-second homer, by the way. Breaking news. Make Roger Maris.
Swing batter. That's awesome. Way to go, Mr. Judge.
Aaron Judge. So LSU.
Judge. He's not going to cut into the middle of our podcast.
No, not today. So LSU lost to Florida State.
Okay.
My point, demolished Southern, beat Mississippi State by 2 scores, who Mississippi State just blasted A&M, shut out New Mexico, beat Auburn by 4, essentially removing Brian Harsin from the job there.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got Tennessee. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I'm going with the Vols in this one.
That's who I was going to pick, not just because you are.
That's all right. You going with Tennessee?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Volunteers. I just think they're too good. I'm impressed with some of the things that LSU is starting to pull off a little bit, but I just think Tennessee's too good.
Yeah. So a big one. I'm ESPN Game Days in Lawrence, Kansas.
For basketball?
Yeah. Number 19, Kansas, hosting number 17, TCU, who just completely obliterated Oklahoma. And Kansas barely beat Iowa State. They almost had a back down to earth moment. But shout out to Kansas. They have Kansas. Okay, listen to this, Tess. In the coaches poll, 5 Big 12 teams are ranked. Neither Texas or OU are one of those 5.
Oh, I know. I can't believe it. Like I said, it's like the chart's upside down.
Yeah.
I'm reading it backwards.
Yes. Yeah. That's how I'm looking at it.
It's crazy. But you know what? There's still a lot of games to be played.
A lot of ball to be played. Kansas is
It
about
ain't
to
over
go
yet.
to the gauntlet.
Gosh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with Kansas.
You going with KU?
Yeah, they're at home. It's game day. The last time they'll ever have game day on their campus. So they're going to play really good. So I'm going to go with old Kansas. See if they can pull it off, even though TCU just pummeled OU.
Nice.
What about you? It's hard.
My heart wants to go with Kansas so bad. I think TCU is well, I want to see how they handle success. They're undefeated. Last check. At TCU, just wow. Under Sonny Dykes, 4-0. TCU's favored by a touchdown. I'm going with TCU.
Okay. All right.
All right. So a year ago, OU storms back from unthinkable to beat Texas that morning. And that night, on the backup quarterback, A&M upset Alabama.
Oh, I know. I spent the rest of the day under my covers crying.
Horrible day.
It's terrible. It's terrible,
So,
terribly sad day.
Off season, Jimbo and Saban had a war of words. You know, remember Saban basically said A&M paid for that recruiting class.
Right. Those
and then
allegations.
they made amends.
Oh, they did. They
I'm-
shared some nachos.
What are you thinking here?
Oh, it's gonna be. I mean, I hope Alabama just rides A&M and puts them up wet. I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm just over A&M right
Bama
now.
favored by 24 points.
Sounds great. Let's make it 48.
I think Bama absolutely destroys A&M.
Yeah, I think they're gonna kill them. And sorry, schmaggies.
I don't know if they'll cover, but they'll win by 20 to 24, somewhere.
Yeah, it's Saban's. Saban's gonna just, he's gonna go out there and kick some butt.
Yeah. Let's go to the top.
Okay.
UCLA having a magical season.
They are
In front of 10,000 fans.
Can't
Can't even come close to filling the Rose Bowl. But shout out to Chase Griffin, the pride of Hutto, Texas, the quarterback who was the Gatorade Player of the Year in 2018. He is the NIL king of the world. He could be a president in 2035 of the United States of America.
Oh.
Chase Griffin's a phenomenal human. He's not the starting QB, but he deserves to have this type of success that they're having at UCLA. Phenomenal, fine American Chase Griffin is. These are stories inside the Man Cave VIP alumni. Hosting the Utes. What's a Ute? I know
Isn't
it's a
that
Native
like
American.
wood?
It's a Native American, I think.
Oh.
Indian tribe.
Sorry, I thought it was like a totem pole or something.
It may be. Utah's good. Cam Rising, former Texas quarterback.
Yeah. UCLA has already bit me once this year because I didn't pick them. I think I might pick UCLA on this one.
Man. At home, but there's really not a home field advantage.
Because it's just two people in a golf course.
You can hear your conversation echo. Oh my goodness. Man, do I do this? So Tess took UCLA. I'm going to go with Utah on the upset. No, it won't be an upset.
It won't be an upset. But that means so far we're difference on 2. So you could don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. Utah's 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah. Look at me picking. Yeah. I picked the underdog twice.
Yes, you did. So
It's going to be that much worse than that.
the Red River Rivalry. Dallas, Texas, Cotton Bowl, 11 a.m. Saturday.
Sean, I never bet against Texas. Do you? You do.
I have.
It's a sacrilege.
We're not betting. We could bet something.
Picking.
We could make a wager.
Yes, that's true. We do legal stuff here on the podcast. Well, I'm definitely picking Texas.
Texas.
I can't believe we're picking this game. We haven't picked any Texas games, and we're going to pick Texas OU.
Big games. Big games. I'm going with Texas.
God bless you, so we can still be friends. I was about to block you.
Friends.
Friends forever.
Friends. That's freaking fabulous. 12-10. I'm still highly pistified about that, by the way.
That's right.
That's so
you have an opportunity to totally dominate if I lose.
I know it. What the hell was I thinking? It's change of sports. It's Backstreet Boys. My Way is always a good karaoke tune. Everybody and people sing it in their cars. But Jose Altuve, he actually is shorter than me, by the way. He's a hell of a baseball player. So the division champion, the 100-plus game winners again, the Houston Astros, in the clubhouse. I couldn't find out who shot this video. Obviously, a teammate, one of his fellow Astros, got Altuve in a clubhouse. Backstreet Boys sing along.
I love that song.
Love it.
That was so cute.
It was good anywhere.
What?
Backstreet Boys, My Way.
Listen to it when I get done tonight. I'm gonna put it on mood music.
It actually gets the blood flowing.
Yeah, it's a good mood thing. Everybody knows that. It's great.
Be a good walk-up song too.
Good. He should. Yeah, if he ever quits his day job, he can go do Backstreet Backup Boy.
Backstreet is back again.
All right.
Oh my, Timberlake. And it's Timberlake's Backstreet Boys, right?
Oh my goodness. Now you're 12, 13 and 9. No, it's NSYNC.
God bless.
Backstreet Boys are like Joey McIntyre.
The boy band era, early 2000s, right?
I'm forgetting their names. Ugh, that might be a good thing.
It was a good run. They had great hair. Hair's overrated.
They had white parachute pants and suits, and
they did.
Yeah, no, JT was in sync.
JT, he's a fine American himself.
He is not bad looking.
He's not bad, nor is his.
I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating Fritos.
Would not. I'll eat a tomato sandwich with his wife. I don't know what that meant. With some Dijon.
There were so many bad things in that sentence.
Earl Campbell's sausage sandwich with Dijon.
Mustardson.
Oh my God.
We're disgusting. I hope nobody's eating while they're watching this. Sorry.
Hey, real quick, not to let down the mood a little bit, but man, I really want to give a shout out to Wills and his family.
Yes.
His dad, Will Smith, who is a part of the family here at Stories Inside the Man Cave at Anderson High School last Thursday. Wills has a large family, a lot of beautiful children. Him and his wife, Melissa. Hodges there on the lower right. That was a few years back. Was playing a freshman football game at Anderson. And Will's dad and mom came down from Dallas, and they got to see the grandson play. And then soon after the game, Mr. Smith, David Smith, had a heart attack and passed away last Thursday at Anderson High School. So, Wills, man, we love you. And I know you have a hell of a support system, but man, I can't say it enough. And I know you probably don't want this on this podcast, but man, a lot of people are thinking of you, including all of us under this Stories Inside the Man Cave umbrella, brother. I can't imagine. We've all gone through some losses, but thinking of you, Hodges, and all the girls, twins, your wife, and your mother, of course, as well. Prayers with you, bro. We're here for you.
Absolutely.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, that was nice for you to recognize that, though.
Oh, my goodness. That was tough when I found that out the next morning, because
Yeah.
that rocked the Anderson Trojan community as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
tough. We got to lighten up the mood a little bit. We can't go out like that, even though we're thinking of Mr. Smith and the family.
Hey, man, tell me something good.
Tes Sawyer.
What's up?
There's always negativity. Everybody bitching and complaining on Twitter, elsewhere. But, man, there's a lot of the change with the weather. I'm not a fall guy, but, it adds a little pep to your step. Tell me something good. Sponsored by our guy, Jim Saxton, State Farm Insurance Agency and Farmhouse Delivery. What's good in Tes Sawyer's world?
Sean, it's Texas OU week. We play Texas OU on Saturday at 11 a.m. It's like the greatest day of my life. So I know there's a lot more to be thankful for in this world, but right now my eyes are on the prize. And I think what's good is that, it's fall. It's beautiful. We have Texas OU on Saturday. Oh, and ACL too. I'm going to ACL on Friday. So.
Weekend one, right?
Yeah, I got ACL. I got Texas OU. That shit is good.
It's going down.
It's going to be great.
Well, who are you looking forward to watching at ACL weekend number one?
Well, I'm only going one day. I'm going the first day on Friday, and actually like asleep at the wheel a lot. I know they're kind of old school, but I also want to see SZA.
SZA?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I not know who? I'm going to look this up. Is it like the word scissor?
No. It's like SZA. Sean, you're showing the kids how hip you are.
Man, I'm not cool like that.
Don't all run at one time, ladies.
Scissors. Spelled like scissor?
No, it was spelled like the scissors.
Broken.
Yeah, and the Chicks are playing. They're like, I like them. Okay, they're not bad, but
Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, well, they're not called the Dixie Chicks anymore. They're just the Chicks.
SZA.
And you can cut it up with your scissors.
You have to block that out. God.
We're not going to make any dirty scissor jokes because it's
No,
yes, please don't go there.
We could go many directions with that. Scissors. Just picture this.
Oh, we're gonna get banned for life.
Done.
Sued and
Done.
tattooed.
Done.
Will be us.
Done. We're done.
I know.
Jimmy, don't remove your sponsorship, please, or honor. I promise we don't condone that behavior on this podcast.
That's right. We are very sorry.
Very sorry.
We're very good citizens and fine Americans.
What can I say? What's good? What is good? There's so many things that are good. Man, I just think we're getting closer to the end of the year. October is actually much like May in that you get excited about. It's like new beginnings of a season. For me, I'm getting deep here. New goals. I'm making progress with, my mom's health.
Good.
I'm starting to plan for this podcast and kind of see some goals kind of matriculating toward 2023.
I love it. It's going to be a good year.
It is. And this series of pods, Tuesdays with Tes, I think it's going to continue after football season.
I know. I can't wait.
We got to grow it. We got to get out of the football mindset, but who wants to do that?
I know.
Nobody.
What do you mean? We got to stop talking about football?
Yeah, that's.
What else is there?
We'll have football year round.
That's right.
That is.
There's plenty of stuff to talk about year round.
Oh my God, more than enough.
Cricket.
We don't have to. There's so much
Racquetball.
cricket, pickleball. We gotta do a pickleball feature story with
Ping
some of us.
pong,
Yes.
butterfly
Oh, God.
catching,
Butterfly catching.
macrame basket weaving.
Did you capture lightning bugs in a mason jar when you were a kid?
I did.
I did a lot in
Yeah.
G-Mo's backyard.
I
Great man.
did. I don't know if that's mean, but I mean,
We
it's a
let them
bug.
go. We let them go.
That's true.
The next
They
day.
do, they do look really cool, and it kind of reminds me of a Texas summer. So
Whew, it sure does.
yeah,
And they have some serious light.
they do.
Their light game is strong.
Their butts light up, Sean.
Man, they got the most.
They got some major ass lights.
They got some fire ass. Man, it's
They
unbelievable.
got some booty bulbs.
Booty. They're light. It gets lit. Their ass. It gets lit around their ass. Oh my God. Burnt ends.
Blowing
is the new
light.
meaning.
Blowing
Blowing light. Not mud. Light. Yeah. Tess, much love. It's been fun again.
Much love, Sean.
Much love. Hey, so for the Tess Sawyer and the Man Cave OGs, that being Hardball Hards, Big Mike, and Coach Mo, we out.